Hayes and Lehman volleyball exit big tournaments with early week action. How did they fare? And Hayes and Lehman football hold their first scrimmages of the year. I'm Moses Leos, and this is your Hayes Free Press Sports Roundup. Let's begin with volleyball. It's tournament time for many high school teams, and both Hayes CISD schools participated in them last week. Lehman took part in the Austin ISD tournament last Thursday through Saturday. They played 9 matches, losing the first 2, but stepping up to win the last 7 straight games. The Lady Lobos look to improve their win streak to 8 games against Crockett on Tuesday, a team that they had defeated in the tournament. However, mistakes and miscues felled the Lobos, who succumbed to Crockett in 5 sets. Head coach Megan Cooper describes the tough loss.
Crockett started picking it up on their side, and we didn't adapt fast enough, and we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. We just made mistake after mistake.
The match saw seniors Haley Rohde and Aaliyah Eskridge earn 11 kills. Eskridge finished with 6 assists. Rohde hopes their next tournament will help build the team's confidence back.
Well, we have a major tournament coming up this weekend, and I think we're going to use that as kind of a springboard to just get back into our swing.
Lehman's record is now 8-3 overall. They will play in the Pflugerville Connolly tournament on August 22nd through the 24th. The Lady Lobos host San Marcos on August 27th. Last week, Hayes traveled to Pearland to play in the Texas Volleyball Invitational. The Lady Rebels finished with a 3-4 record, but gained valuable experience by playing powerhouses such as San Antonio Reagan out of 5A and 4A defending state champion Lucas Lovejoy. Those skills were put to the test on Monday night as Hayes played in a back-and-forth affair against a strong Dripping Springs team. Yet Hayes prevailed, winning the match 3-1. Head coach Erica Walther believed strong defense kept the Lady Rebs competitive.
I definitely think our defense improved as the match progressed. So, that kept us in the game a lot of times. Whenever Dripping Springs was hitting tough shots at us, we finally were able to dig some up and transition and put the ball away. So absolutely all-around effort from all of our girls.
Junior Shannon Park, who had 11 kills in the night, explains the athlete's mentality in a back-and-forth game.
It's crazy. I mean, you have to focus on what you're doing and take your time. But as a team, we just have to focus on what we're doing and keep calm and try not to get too overwhelmed at what's going on. So.
Sydney Peridot had a game-high 26 kills, while Catherine Riston accrued 45 assists. Hayes' next few games will be at the Fraulein Volleyfest tournament in New Braunfels on August 22nd through the 24th. They will travel to Wimberley on August 27th. Let's move from the hardwood to the gridiron as Hayes and Lehman football went through their second full week of preseason practice. On August 16th, both teams finally got the pads on, much to the delight of players and fans alike. Last Saturday, Hayes and Lehman gave their fans a glimpse of what is in store by holding intra-squad scrimmages. In Hayes' scrimmage, the Rebel offense continued to progress under head coach Neil LaHue. He was ultimately pleased with their performance.
It's the second day in pads. You know, it's about what I expected. We had great effort. We still got a ways to go in execution on offense. The defense is a little bit ahead, but I like the effort.
LaHue also was keeping an eye on quarterbacks Hayden Cagle and Jeff Jordan, as the head coach has not officially named a starter yet. While both players fight for the starting nod, Cagle said nonetheless they back each other up.
We're just cheering each other on, just push each other, make each other better. I mean, just trying to help everyone else remember the plays, because I know the quarterbacks are putting in a lot of time in remembering the plays, so we're just trying to get everyone else involved. So it's a team aspect instead of an individual aspect right now. So.
Fans were introduced to a new defensive scheme as well. First-year defensive coordinator Jason Wagner, who came over from New Braunfels High School, has made an impact with players. Defensive lineman Justin Diaz was impressed with his coaching tactics.
He came in at the end of the school season, so we didn't have a lot of time to learn a whole new defense. But it's what we've seen so far is really good. Everything, it's really easy to understand.
Wagner was also impressed with the workout, but knew more work needed to be done before the home opener on August 30th. Hayes will scrimmage at New Braunfels Canyon on the famous red turf on August 24th. They open the season at home against San Antonio Burbank on August 30th. At Lehman last Saturday, the school had held their annual blue and silver kickoff scrimmage. Revelry and excitement preceded the event as the 2013 cheerleaders and marching band were introduced. Once the pregame festivities ended, though, the overflow crowd caught their first look of the Lobos. Overall, head coach Todd Raymond was pleased with the effort. He was impressed by the management skills of quarterback Jeremy Shillub, who handled the starting duties. Shillub was equally happy with the performance, but stressed continued improvement.
It was fun. I mean, little mistakes, but we got there and fixed them in practice. We went out there, had fast tempo, executed as a team. It was a good night.
Keeping a high tempo is key, as the Lobos were able to run their offense at a high efficiency last Thursday. They ran over 100 plays in a practice session. Highlighting the scrimmage was a big catch by wide receiver Kelton Powell, who snagged a fingertip grab for a touchdown early in the scrimmage. Here's Powell describing his thoughts on the catch.
I was pumped. It was a finger catch. It's one of the best catches I ever made. Pretty much, it's good getting out here and just making it for my team.
Raymond said the Lobos will continue to fine-tune their offense.
I told our kids day one that, week one was layman. I mean, we're just going to worry about us. We're going to get better, just us. And so I just told them at the end that, we're going to switch modes a little bit, not a lot. We're going to start trying to get ourselves to learn how to game prep, but it's just a scrimmage, so we're not going to go into full game prep mode. So we are going to start to transition into trying to teach our kids how to prepare for an opponent.
Layman will host Canyon Lake at Lobo Field on August 23rd at 7 p.m. They travel to Cedar Ridge to open the season on August 30th. For a more in-depth look into the volleyball stories and the football scrimmages, along with a photo of a softball team that features a trio of sisters from Barton Middle School, be sure to pick up a copy of this week's edition of the Hayes Free Press. You can also view the stories online at hayesfreepress.com. Like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter. For the Sports Roundup, I'm Moses Leos.